She sits peacefully on the porch, knitting a soft blue sweater for her granddaughter. The little girl cuddles close, then suddenly shifts away. With innocent honesty, she whispers, "Grandma, why do you smell different?" It's a moment that stings deeper than words. Cut to a geriatric doctor, speaking directly into the camera with gentle urgency. "You shower daily. You wear clean clothes. You keep your house spotless. So why are people stepping back instead of drawing close?" Here's the truth almost no one talks about. After age 60, your body begins to produce a unique natural scent, and most of the time, you're the last one to notice it. It's not poor hygiene. It's not your fault. It's biology. But here's the good news. This scent isn't permanent. In fact, with just a few small smart adjustments to your routine, you can completely reverse it in as little as 70 days. In today's video, we're exposing a silent issue that affects millions of older adults, and more importantly, how you can fix it without chemicals, perfumes, or shame. Stay with me, because once you understand what's happening, you'll finally feel confident being close to the people you love. Again, 1. The science of smell. Why age changes your body odor. Let's face it, you bathe every day, you wear clean clothes, but still, someone shifts away on the bus. A grandchild scrunches their nose. You wonder, what is it they're sensing that I'm not? Here's what nobody tells you. As we age, our body changes in ways that silently affect how we smell. It's not your imagination, and it's not your fault. It's biology. Let's start with sweat. Most people think sweating is bad, even gross. But in truth, sweat is how your body flushes out toxins. It's a natural cleansing system. After age 60, the body reduces sweat production. That may sound like a blessing, but without that cleansing mechanism, toxins and odor-producing compounds start building up just beneath the skin. Next comes your skin's oil, known as sebum. When you're younger, sebum helps protect and moisturize your skin. But after 50, your sebum changes. It begins to produce a compound called 2-non-enal, a word you've probably never heard, but one that has a huge impact. 2-non-enal has a distinct musty or greasy odor that's been scientifically linked to old person smell. And here's the catch. You can't smell it on yourself. That's why it catches so many people off guard. Then there's your mouth, an often overlooked source of scent. As we get older, saliva production drops, especially if you're on certain medications. Saliva helps neutralize bacteria, and when there's not enough of it, bacteria multiply rapidly. This doesn't just cause bad breath. It creates volatile sulfur compounds that mix with body odor, making the smell seem stronger, even if you've just showered. So what's the conclusion here? It's not that you're not clean. It's not that you're neglecting your hygiene. It's that you've been fighting the wrong battle. Because it's not about whether you shower. It's about where you clean, how you clean, and when you clean. This is where most people go wrong. And that's also where you can turn things around, starting today. Because once you understand what's really happening inside your body, you gain the power to take control of how the world experiences you. 2. Myth busting. Why cologne and body sprays make it worse. It's almost dinner time. The roast is in the oven, the salad's on the table, and your grandkids are on their way. You want to feel fresh, confident, put together. So you do what you've always done before a family gathering. You reach for that cologne bottle. One spray behind each ear, another down the shirt, 2 quick bursts over the chest, and maybe one final cloud above the head, just to make sure it lasts. You smile in the mirror. You feel ready. But a few minutes later, your granddaughter walks in and cracks open the nearest window. Your wife frowns. Even the dog sneezes and trots off like he's escaping something invisible. Sound familiar? Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Cologne isn't the fix. it's often the problem. As we age, our body chemistry changes in quiet, powerful ways. Your skin begins producing a compound called 2-non-enol. It's completely natural, but it has a very specific smell, what scientists have identified as a major cause of what people call old person smell. You can't smell it on yourself, but others can. And when you layer cologne or body spray over it, you're not neutralizing the scent, you're combining it. The result? A mixture that's stronger, heavier, and honestly, more uncomfortable. Think of it this way. If your kitchen trash smells bad, spraying air freshener inside the bin doesn't solve the problem. It just creates a weird blend of lemon mist and old leftovers. And eventually, people still notice. The smart move? Take out the trash. Clean the source. That's exactly what your body needs too. Not a mask, not a cover-up, but a routine that actually targets the root of the issue. Most of us grew up thinking that more scent meant more cleanliness. But the truth is, many colognes and body sprays are full of alcohols and artificial ingredients that can cling to older skin, reacting with natural oils and making the scent last longer, in all the wrong ways. So instead of smelling young or fresh, you end up with a confusing blend that says none of those things. So what's the better approach? You don't need stronger fragrance. You need better habits. A gentle soap. A clear understanding of the body zones where odor builds up. A daily routine that works with your body, not against it. This isn't about covering yourself in clouds of perfume. This is about reclaiming your sense of self, your dignity, your closeness to the people you love, without overwhelming them with scent. Because here's the truth. You don't need cologne. You need soap and logic. When you clean the right places, in the right way, at the right time, your natural scent becomes something you can be proud of again. And the best part? It's simple, it's affordable, and it works. No need to drown in aftershave, just a little clarity and a little care. 3. The 3 zones that hold 90% of your body odor. Let's get honest about something most people never say out loud. Body odor doesn't come from everywhere. In fact, nearly 90% of it comes from just 3 key zones. And if you've been showering head to toe without focusing on these spots, you're working harder than you need to, and still not getting the results you want. Let's break it down. The first zone, skin folds. These are the tucked away areas of your body where sweat collects, bacteria grows, and air doesn't circulate as well. Think about your neck, the back of your ears, under your arms, under the chest, your belly button, and even behind the knees. These spots are warm, damp, and dark. Exactly the kind of place bacteria love. That odor you sometimes smell, it's not because you forgot to shower. It's because you didn't focus on the right area while doing it. The second zone? Hairy areas. The scalp, the underarms, the chest for many men. These spots are more than just places to shampoo once in a while. They hold on to sweat, oils, and environmental smells, especially if you're active or live in a warmer climate. And here's something surprising. Odor-causing bacteria cling to hair more than bare skin, which means if you're just rinsing without a gentle scrub, those smells can stay with you all day, even right after a shower. And the third zone? The high sweat zones. These include the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, and especially between your toes. Yes, your feet. You might not notice them, but the people around you do. And here's the part nobody likes to hear. Odor from feet and hands can transfer to fabric, socks, shoes, sheets, and even your favorite recliner. So when we talk about getting truly clean, these areas are non-negotiable. Now that you know the 3 zones, skin folds, hairy areas, and sweat zones, let's talk about how to actually care for them the right way. You don't need fancy products. You need consistency. Start with a soft washcloth or a natural sponge, something that's gentle enough not to irritate your skin, but firm enough to lift away buildup. Use a mild soap that's free of strong perfumes and harsh chemicals, because remember, we're trying to clean, not create another scent layer. And here's the part many people skip. Dry thoroughly. That means not just patting dry, but making sure each fold, each crease, and each space between your toes is left clean and dry. Moisture that stays behind becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, and that's when odor comes back fast. It might sound simple, even obvious, but most people, especially as they age, tend to rush through showers or skip steps to save time or effort. What they don't realize is this: taking 5 extra minutes to focus on these 3 zones can completely change how your body smells. Not just today, but all week. So the next time you step into the shower, don't just go through the motions. Target the places that matter. Be intentional. Because once you make this a habit, you'll notice something powerful. Clothes stay fresher, hugs last longer, and your confidence comes back, quietly, naturally, and completely. Chapter 4. Water, the free medicine no one uses enough. He used to wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, and pour himself a cup of coffee, black, strong, and straight to the point. Not a single sip of water. Maybe 1 glass during lunch, if he remembered. Maybe another at dinner, maybe not. Most days, just 2 glasses. Tops. He didn't think it mattered. He wasn't thirsty. He figured he was doing just fine. But slowly, he started feeling heavy. Not just in his body, but in his mood. His breath stayed dry. His energy dipped by mid-morning. His skin looked dull. And his body odor? It lingered, no matter how clean he was. And then something changed. His doctor looked him in the eye and said, "You don't need new pills. You need more water." It sounded too simple, too obvious. But it worked. What most people don't realize is that water isn't just hydration. It's cleansing from the inside out. And the truth is shocking. Studies show that nearly 70% of older adults drink fewer than 4 cups of water a day. That's not enough to flush out toxins, keep your organs working efficiently, or maintain a healthy scent. You see, when your body doesn't get enough water, waste products start to build up. Inside your cells, your bloodstream, even on your skin. And when that happens, your natural body odor becomes stronger because your body is trying to release toxins through sweat and breath instead of through your kidneys and digestion. That's why increasing your water intake isn't just about feeling better. It's about smelling better, living better, aging better. So here's the breakthrough strategy. Start every morning with 1 glass of warm water. Before coffee, before breakfast, before anything else. Just 8 ounces of warm water as soon as you wake up. It jumpstarts digestion. It flushes out toxins that build up overnight. And within just 7 days, many seniors report that their body odor becomes noticeably lighter, cleaner, fresher, more neutral. From there, aim for 6 to 8 cups of warm or room temperature water a day. Not all at once. Spread it out across the day. 1 cup mid-morning, 1 before lunch, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Even just a small cup before bedtime can help your body reset. And if you're worried about needing to run to the bathroom too often, don't be. Your body adjusts within a week or 2. What matters most is consistency, making water a part of your routine, not just something you reach for when you feel parched. Because thirst isn't always a signal. Especially as we age, we can be dehydrated and not even feel it. The bottom line? You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need trendy detox teas. Water is the original medicine. It's free. It's powerful. and most people aren't using it enough. So tomorrow morning, before you touch the coffee pot, try this instead. 1 glass of warm water. Then take a breath, look in the mirror, and remember, you're doing something simple that changes everything. 5. The 5 lifestyle habits that control your scent. Some people think scent is all about what you put on your body, but the truth is, it's mostly about what's happening inside your body. How you move, what you eat, how you care for the tiny routines that shape your day. And the good news? You don't need to overhaul your life to change the way you smell. You just need to build a few simple, powerful habits that do the work for you. Quietly, naturally, and consistently. Let's walk through 5 lifestyle habits that make a real difference in how you smell, how you feel, and how people respond to you. First, shower every day, but skip the hot water. Use warm water, not steaming hot. Hot water strips away your skin's natural oils, which can irritate older skin and lead to dryness, which traps odor. A warm rinse with a gentle soap keeps you clean, moisturized, and comfortable. Even better, make it part of your morning. It wakes up your senses and starts your day fresh. Second, get outside. Just 20 minutes of light walking in the morning sun can reset your whole system. Movement boosts circulation, and sunlight helps regulate hormones that affect your skin and sweat glands. Plus, mild exercise encourages detox through natural sweat, the kind that helps your body release what it doesn't need. Third, eat foods that fight odor from the inside. That means more fruits and veggies, especially antioxidant-rich options like apples, tomatoes, and cucumbers. These aren't just good for your heart and digestion. They actually neutralize odor-causing compounds in your body before they reach your skin. Think of them as internal deodorizers. Fourth, take care of your mouth like it's part of your scent profile, because it is. Most people underestimate the power of oral hygiene. Start by cleaning your tongue gently every morning. That's where odor-causing bacteria like to hide. Then brush and rinse at least 3 times a day, after breakfast, after lunch, and before bed. A clean mouth doesn't just give you fresh breath, it reduces overall odor that can escape through the nose and even the skin. And fifth, reduce the habits that add odor and increase the ones that cleanse. That means cutting back on things like coffee and alcohol. These two dehydrate your body, dry out your mouth, and actually intensify body odor over time. Replace them with water, fiber-rich foods like oatmeal and brown rice, and your body will thank you. Your scent will shift without you even noticing, until someone else does. Want proof? There's a woman named Linda. She's 73. She didn't change much. She didn't buy new soap. She didn't throw out her cologne. All she did was add half a tomato to her lunch every day and gently clean her tongue every morning. Within a week, her granddaughter started hugging her again, not out of duty, but with love. Real, honest, warm affection, just like before. Because sometimes the smallest changes have the biggest rewards. These 5 habits aren't hard, but they work. They work because they're based on how your body naturally functions. They don't mask who you are. They reveal the healthiest, cleanest version of you. And when you commit to them day by day, the people around you can feel the difference. So can you. 6. The invisible smell. Clothes, bedding, and shoes. He'd done everything right. Showered with warm water, used gentle soap, scrubbed behind the ears, washed every zone he learned about from that YouTube video, toweled off, dressed in his favorite sweater, and felt pretty darn fresh. But by lunchtime, something was off. His wife leaned in to kiss his cheek and paused. His grandson curled up next to him on the couch, then quietly shifted to the other end. Even the dog hesitated before hopping up beside him. He sniffed under his arms. Clean. Checked his breath. Minty. He was confused. And just a little bit hurt. It wasn't until he bent down to tie his shoes that it hit him. The socks. Those old, comfy, worn-in socks he loved. The ones that hadn't been properly washed in 2 weeks. They looked clean, but they weren't. And that's when it clicked. Sometimes the smell isn't coming from your body. It's coming from the stuff that touches it. Here's what most people don't realize. Clothes, bedding, and shoes can trap odor long after you've showered. Fabric absorbs scent, and if you don't wash it regularly or dry it properly, those smells linger. Worse yet, they come back when heat and sweat reactivate them. Let's start with your clothes. Anything you wear once, especially shirts, socks, or undergarments, should go straight into the laundry bin. Don't fold it back into the drawer. Don't hang it up thinking it's still pretty clean, because even if it looks fresh, your body has already left behind sweat, oils, and invisible bacteria. Those build up fast, and they carry a scent that gets stronger the longer they sit. And when you do laundry, don't just wash. Dry everything completely in a place with good airflow. Musty smells often come from damp fabrics that were folded before they were fully dry. Sunshine helps too. It's nature's disinfectant. Next, your bedding. Sheets, pillowcases, and blankets touch your body for hours every night. Yet most people wash them once a month, sometimes even less. That's a problem. Your skin sheds cells. Your scalp leaves oil on the pillow. And all of that adds up to one thing: odor. A clean body won't stay clean if it sleeps in dirty linens. So aim to wash your sheets and pillowcases once a week, and if possible, dry them in the sun to kill off stubborn bacteria. Finally, your shoes, box, and even your pillows. Yes, pillows. If you've had the same pillow for 5 years and never washed it, it may be holding on to more than just memories. Rotate your shoes so they can air out. Swap out old socks. And consider washing your pillow, or replacing it, every 6 to 12 months. Because here's the breakthrough most people miss. The smell that's bothering others may not be on your body. It may be in your fabric. And fabric holds onto odor longer than skin ever will. You can shower twice a day, brush and rinse, eat right, and drink plenty of water. But if the clothes on your back, or the sheets on your bed, are holding on to yesterday's bacteria, the scent will follow you no matter what. So give your fabrics the same love and care you give your skin. Because when you clean both, you don't just smell good, you feel good, you rest better, breathe easier, and when someone leans in for a hug, they stay there longer. 7. From embarrassed to embraced. For years, Harold felt it and couldn't explain it. That quiet pause when he walked into a room, the moment his son cracked open a window without saying a word, the way people leaned in less and less. He bathed, he shaved, he changed his clothes, but something always seemed off. Then he made a change, just small things. Warm water, gentle soap, a glass of water each morning. He replaced his socks, switched to cotton undershirts, cleaned behind his ears. And then, one day, his son came over, sat on the couch beside him, and stayed there. The window stayed shut. They watched the game together like old times. And something shifted, not just in the air, but in the space between them. Then there's Ethel. Her granddaughter used to rush in, wave hello, and drift away toward her phone. Now, she runs up, hugs tight, lingers longer. She said it out loud just last week. "Grandma, you smell like home again." These stories may be fictional, but they speak to a real truth. It's not just about body odor. It's about connection. I feel human again. That's what one viewer told us after trying the habits in this series. My son stopped opening the windows when I visit. My granddaughter hugs me again. These words are short, but they carry years of distance, doubt, and quiet pain. And now, they carry healing. Because taking care of your scent isn't about embarrassment. It's about closeness. It's about love. It's about the people you hold dear and wanting them to feel close to you, not away from you. This isn't about shame. This is about reclaiming comfort, warmth, and confidence in your body, in your presence, in every shared moment. And that brings us to one final image. The morning sun filters through the window. An old man gently opens the curtains and breathes in the crisp air. He wipes his hands on a clean towel. And just as he turns, his granddaughter runs toward him and wraps her arms around his waist. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't step back. She stays. She smiles. You've earned respect with age. Don't let an invisible smell take that away. Take it back with care, wisdom, and self-love. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. And now you know how. So now we'd love to hear from you. Which part surprised you the most? Was it the science, the soap, the socks? Leave a comment. We read every single one. Your story might help someone else take the first step. And if this helped you, even just a little, subscribe for more senior smart tips that help you live well, love better, and smell like the dignity you deserve.